Alright, this is the SLE. Okay, try to tackle this as quick as I can. So, this is the dash pad out of the car. It's got a crack, a couple of cracks in the usual place, so I was going to get it reupholstered and painted down at Dash Doctors in Vic. They quoted me $450 a piece. Two pieces need doing. I hadn't gotten around to it. So the dash is out. The heater, I had to keep pulling bits out of the dash to get to the condenser or whatever for the heater in the box. It had a small leak, so it's out, and apparently you can buy those new now. Or one from a Tirana or another Commodore will fit in it. Alright, so it's not a blue motor. I've painted it blue. It is an AJ prefix 304. Very good motor. It ran well when I was driving it. I only drove it home from Queensland. Ran town for a couple of weeks. Then it sat in the shed and started doing work on it. I've put a turbo 350 in it. I haven't yet got the forward gears on it. I've added oil and that, and I just don't want to play around with too much or start it too much. I was going to get the mechanic to have a look at it. So I've got a brand new fuel sender unit for the SLE. Yeah, some of these vacuum lines and that, they're just got to be ported properly, checked. I bought this air cleaner. I've got the snorkel for it as well from HDT online. 800 CMF Roddy, Rochester. Had it rebuilt down in Victoria and sent back. They just set it up for me for a standard black motor, VL black motor, and I had the electric choke put on it. I've got the manual. All the linkages and everything are on it. It just needs to be set up properly. I've got a separate video of the engine running. I'm not going to start it today. Cruise control stuff is in it. A couple of new cables. I've unwrapped some of the cables. I've got a problem with the ignition. I couldn't shut the engine down last time, so it must be something going on in the ignition or coil, or it's just feeding power and it's just kept running. I couldn't stop it. So anyway, I worked that out. I pulled a couple of plugs off the coil. So yeah, I've made my own little bracket up. I've got the braided accelerator, kick down cable set up for the turbo 350. Found some bits and pieces and set all that up. The chrome rocker covers aren't on it, the alloy covers aren't on it anymore. I wanted it to look original, so I got these two covers and I've put, I had them powder coated. VT booster, master cylinder upgrade, calipers on the front. There's braided lines in behind the wheel arches for that. Yeah, tags are there. It is an original shadow tone, blue on top. Now with the paint, seems to be everyone's question, is the paint alright? I was going to just, as far as money goes, I was just going to register it and just drive it. I haven't got the money to paint and fully restore it at this time. I haven't cleaned it. If I clean it, it might not go anywhere. The usual stone chipping, a little bit of, not really cancer, just surface. Very restorable car. The only real cancer issue that I found around it is on this back quarter here. Somebody's obviously already tried to treat it. who knows what's hidden underneath, but it looks pretty good. It was stored for something like 10 years or something, and driven for, when I bought it, a bloke bought it off another bloke, and it was only on the road for 2 years, but it was stored for a long time. So very original paint down the sides. Nice little pop there. Yeah, so, but somebody has in the past, obviously it must have got a bit of sun damage or age, and somebody's tried to respray the top, the boot, and maybe the bonnet, and you can tell the colour difference. Looks pretty original there. Changes up there. The doors are not painted, it's all original colour. They've just tried to go over the top, and one thing I didn't like is that no more badge. So I've bought the badges. I think I've got a steel SLE badge for it. I think the Commodore badge is plastic. I just got off eBay, but I was able to find a steel SLE badge. Maybe a 5 litre badge there too. I think that went on it. I had to find the inner reflectors, and I've put them on. They all look pretty good. Ignore that. And yeah, she's pretty clean under here. Only one pipe, according to the numbers on the car. It's meant to be a double coming out here, but it's all the brackets are under the car for it. Brand new overriders on the back. I managed to find some old new stock for them. They're an older, bit more weather or aged on the front riders though. They're just look real sun damaged. Grill's got a little bit of cracking. You can make it work. Yeah, some extractors. So it's the I replaced the KC manifold with a the 955 Brocky manifold, smooth platinum floor, and there's no heat shield on the bottom of that. Transmission was brand new. I think it was Hines or something. Hughes. Anyway, brand new harness for the engine bay. I've got a brand new shroud to go in there. There'll be wiper blades somewhere. I'm pretty sure I got those. Hello. An original windscreen. Can't really get up the left side. I'm sure there'd be pits and things in it. It looks pretty good. The wheels are really nice. They're all numbered in line, one made after another. They're really clean wheels. Bit of polish will bring them up, but they obviously, most would probably get new studs and everything put in them and cleaned up a bit. Good tyres, but they're pretty old. I like those wheels. Where else we've got? Sneak around the back. I've also got a spare bonnet and doors from a Vacationer, which have the chrome and stuff on them. I'm happy to give, let them go with the car. Boots in pretty, oh shit, it's locked. The floor's all right in the boot. the floor is great. You'd have to take my word for it, but pretty sure need a light. Not able. That's the shroud aboard. There is a couple of little pit holes in the wheel arch, and nothing major. Patched up, or you could do it properly. Nothing too concerning. What else have I bought? So we have. Here we go. This car was fitted with an amplifier. It was one of the lower wattage amplifiers for the SLE, not the SS, but the only stereo at the time I could find was a group. What is it? Oh, just a group 3 SS radio. It's fully reconditioned. I've plugged it in, it works, and they're all the plugs that are in the dash to fit that. The only wire different was and this one's got a memory wire instead of a light wire, so you got to add a power cable to fit to that pink wire, I believe. And yeah, I've got all the plugs that come with it, everything to set it up. So yep, got that. See that down nicely. I've got the SLE cluster in it. Put LEDs and stuff through it. There is some wire problems and difficulties going on. The dash looks pretty good. All the console and everything is in pretty good nick. I'm missing the black shroud that goes around the cluster. And yeah, the spring's not working. There's a little bit to do to it. Okay, well, some interior shots. I've got a torch here. There is one cigarette burn in one of the front seats. We'll find that. It's pretty clean. Not too bad at all. The visors, they're not fabric, not like in the VLs, Calais or anything, but yeah, they're in good nick. I think I've got a spare set of those anyhow. I think pretty sure I've got the cover there. You can buy them as well. There is a logbook there, but it's not the original one from this car. The carpet is pretty much brand new. It was obviously replaced before I got the car. That's not right. No, I don't have a brand new set for this car. I've got some from the other one. Okay. There was a little problem with the electric windows. Something was going on. Something wasn't working. Right, front seat. Most comfortable seats in the world. This one's got a cigarette burn there. Other than that, not bad. Yep, usual problem there. All the doors work good. Nice little pop when you open them. Right, so steering wheel. I picked this one up. I was a bit nervous about sending away the SLE one and getting it repainted and whatnot. So in the meantime, I just picked up this. Okay. I'd be happy to leave that on there. Okay, so I ended up, I had to find an SLE steering wheel. And it is in fantastic condition. It's not actually, it's just dust. It's very, very clean. That is just dust. It's not baked or anything. It's in very good condition. Yeah. And yeah, so yeah, turbo 350. I haven't got the speedo gear in it. I've got a rubber bung in that port. So still need to get that to get the gears, not the gears, sorry, speedo cable connected. But I was looking right because I wanted to hook up the cruise control, so it's all different cables again. And yeah, it's original diff. It's got I had a cross member made for the gearbox. It's got an adapter plate to fit this. It's not a Chev pattern, so it's an adapter plate. Cross member, brand new torque converter, flywheel. I can't remember the store. I think I went a little bit above standard. None of the suspension's been touched on it yet. It was registered in Queensland before I got it for 2 years, so I'm not sure all their regulations up there or whatnot. But yeah, if like thermo fans aren't connected or anything, I've had everything out. And yeah, aerial, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work. So yeah, okay. Appliance plate there. This car hasn't been chopped or anything like that. There's absolutely nothing dodgy about it. It is what it is. It'd look great restored, but it's not going to be me. So anyway, thanks for looking, guys.